This program is a paid presentation for the Lotus Sanitizing System and is brought to you by Tersano.
During this program, you're going to be introduced to a revolutionary new way to clean. Not just your home, but your food as well. I know you've heard that word revolutionary thrown around quite a bit these days, but you don't have to take it from me. The product we're talking about, the LOTUS Sanitizing System, was awarded one of Time Magazine's Best Inventions of the Year, and Donnie Deutsch recently named it the Big Idea of the Month. So what is it? Well, here it is. It's a base unit, a bowl, and a spray bottle. The LOTUS Sanitizing System infuses plain tap water with an extra atom of oxygen, creating a powerful natural oxidant that destroys up to 99.9% of all bacteria and pesticides. When used with this bowl attachment, you can clean and sanitize your produce. That's not all it does. It also supercharges water in this spray bottle attachment that you can then use to clean and sanitize surfaces all around your house. I know what you're thinking. Plain tap water has a hard enough time cleaning my vegetables, let alone the grime in my bathroom. I understand your skepticism, but by the time the LOTUS system is done, it isn't using plain tap water anymore. The LOTUS system adds an extra oxygen atom to the water, creating a powerful, natural oxidant. This extra oxygen atom is very unstable and wants to go back to being an oxygen molecule. Anytime this extra oxygen atom comes into contact with bacteria or a toxin, it attaches to it and breaks it down. This process is called oxidation, and it is extremely powerful. That's why you hear all those chemical products claiming oxy this and oxy that. They also oxidize bacteria to kill them. It's just that they use chemicals to oxidize, whereas we are using oxygen and Mother Nature to do the same thing more effectively. When the LOTUS water is fully charged, it is one of the most powerful oxidizers known to man. In fact, it is more powerful than bleach and even hydrogen peroxide. And all this is scent-free. So if you suffer from asthma or have chemical sensitivities, this is definitely the product for you. Stop buying all those products and use charged LOTUS water to do everything around your house, from cleaning to deodorizing to removing stains. Not only that, but take a closer look at all those products under your sink. Most of them are just cleaners. They make your home shine, but then they also leave a nice chemical residue behind for yourself, your pets, and children to come into contact with. The LOTUS is more than a cleaner. It is a sanitizer, EPA registered to guarantee that you will kill 99.99% of E. coli everywhere, and yet leave absolutely no chemical residue behind at all.
Inside our system, we have what I like to call, in layman's terms, a little lightning generator. So we have a little device in there that takes the oxygen from the air, we put it through its own little lightning storm, create our super oxygen, and then infuse that into the water to make this powerful sanitizer and cleaner.
I'm a house cleaner, and I clean 5 days a week one week and 6 days a week the next. And I'm a clean freak. I started with the hot tub, and all of a sudden you can see the dirt breaking up, and just give it a swipe with the cloth and it was gone. It was so easy. There's no chemical, there's no foam, there's no powder that you have to continuously keep rinsing. It takes getting used to that there is no smell. I kind of had to warn people. I said, listen, I'm using this new product. It may not have the lemon smell after I leave, but you will see that the house is clean. At first, yeah, I was skeptical. But once I started using it, it was amazing. And I feel better myself knowing that I'm not using chemicals all the time.
If you have a young child in a high chair and you're cleaning the food surface in front of that child, what would you rather do? Would you like to spray that food surface with a known chemical, wipe that surface off, and then let them eat off of it? Or would you rather use something that will kill the bacteria at least or more effectively and leave no odor and no chemical residual on that surface? To me, there's not a choice. It's very obvious.
We have one dog, two little boys. They're 3 and 1. We can't stop them from, being boys and playing, and they're gonna still eat dirt and pick up worms and things like that, but we just make sure, we're washing their hands and, cleaning off their toys and things like that as best as we can. You can see where he puts his hands, where, because there's basically food handprints where he's touched. And with the sanitizer, I just spray off the tray and just throw his food right on the tray, and I don't have to worry there might be something on there, and that I can just spray the tray and know that he's not going to get any harmful chemicals. I use it all the time on the counters, and I'm finding it's not leaving the residue on the counters.
The LOTUS sanitizing system really shines when you use it as a household cleaner. It can be used to clean all the surfaces in your home. We'll fill the spray bottle with plain tap water. Place it on the base unit and press start. We will add a little food coloring to show you how the water circulates. In about 2 minutes, what was once plain tap water has become a super oxygenated household cleaner, capable of cleaning and sanitizing your most challenging surfaces. I'm talking about bathtubs, kitchen counters, toilet bowls, everything. And here's the thing, it's chemical free, so there's no harmful chemical residue. The water remains super oxygenated for 15 minutes. There's a counter on the base. If you need to keep cleaning, just fill it back up and put it back on the base, and you'll be back at it in moments. Think about it. As long as you have tap water, you will have an unbelievably powerful household cleaner. And using the LOTUS water in conjunction with the microfiber cloths that are provided will leave you with a spotless, streak-free home.
The smell of clean is no odor. It's not a chemical odor, and we always say that, but that surprises people because they want to smell the cleaner and then they associate it. You should associate that with a chemical residual because you're breathing it in and you're making contact with it.
My asthma is environmental, so any chemicals, dust, ragweed, hay fever, all that triggers my asthma, which then puts me into an asthmatic attack. The chemicals in the house are just eating my insides up. Last spring I was at the point of I was breathing at 48%. I had to make a lifestyle change or I'd be dead in 10 years. By using LOTUS, I'm not having to wake up in the morning and be short of breath because I'm not sneezing, the dust isn't in the house, the smell of the chemicals isn't in the house. With my house I have a lot of glass, I have wood, and I was constantly switching products. Whereas this one, I've got one product, I'm moving around the area once. I'm not going back and doing all my wood, then going back again and doing all my glass products. It actually takes more dust off by using the supercharged water in the LOTUS cloth than by using chemicals. Over and above all of this, I don't spend any money on chemicals.
You're using a dishcloth to wipe contaminated surface, and then you put it in the sink most likely, put some warm water on it, wring it out, and then let it set. Well, the bacteria are still there and they're still growing, and then you pull it out and use it again maybe another hour later or maybe the next day. You've just now contaminated everything that you've touched. It's a common way to wipe things down, but you've done nothing but just spread the bacteria around on the surface. You still want to decontaminate or sanitize that surface.
Let's see how the LOTUS sanitizing system works to clean food. The process is simple. Just place your fruits and vegetables in the bowl. Fill the bowl with ordinary plain tap water. Not hot water, just regular cold water. And place it on the base and press start. It's that simple. Water circulates through the system and is infused with super oxygen. A microprocessor monitors and guarantees that the infusion process occurs during every cycle. The system is so advanced that if the sensors continue to detect pesticides and bacteria, the unit will ask you to change the water and run it again. The more bacteria and pesticides on your produce, the longer it will take.